Well, tonight I wanted to, and happy Tuesday, and welcome to the team. We added 4 new team members last week, which was awesome. Renee, Holly, Jennifer, and Callie. And congratulations to Lori, Natalie, and Corinne on building your businesses. That's awesome. And I'm really excited for all this growth. It's really, really cool. And we have 175 independent stylists now. So it happens fast. I love it when there's articles and things to look back at when they talk about the business and say, like, they have, Winnie and Kat has 47 independent stylists or whatever it is. There was an article in the Los Angeles Business Journal last year, and they said, I think they said something, how we were shy of 1,000 Facebook likes, and we had something, I think it was 47 stylists at the time. But anyway, congratulations, everybody, and soon we will be in the thousands, and think about this time that we all started building together. So I wanted to address tonight some different ways to word sharing the opportunity. And that's why I had asked you to think about what made you join, why you joined. And I know we're going to hear tonight from Catherine Harland, Kat, and anyone else who might want to talk, or when you think you might have something to share, just go ahead and type in the questions box, and then I will give you the microphone. If we don't get to everybody, then I can recap later. If anybody has questions that I don't answer, I can reply to you after the call. So, but what I wanted to do was think about not just why, well, yeah, like why you joined in the context of, well, so why wouldn't someone else join? Why wouldn't your friends join? And also I think I want to hear from hopefully different stylists why, and just to get the perspective, because everybody joins for different reasons. So that's what I want to do first, and then we're going to go through just some other ideas and other ways to word things that you're sharing about the opportunity to book, to an idea to deepen relationships, and a couple of recruiting tips, and as relates to financing too. And so I will get started, and we have, Catherine, I'm going to give you the microphone. Hey, Kat, are you there? Kat, can you hear me? You can talk, actually. You're unmuted now.
Diane, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Diane?
Yes.
Oh,
hey, welcome.
I was so nervous about this mic not working. It's like being celebrities. You're like, is this mic going to work for me tonight?
Well, it does.
I'm on.
It doesn't always work. I'm glad.
Yay! This is exciting. It's so exciting. Well, I want to thank you, Diane, for giving me the opportunity to talk about why I decided to join Winnie and Kat. There's just so many reasons, but, just talking to you at the very beginning when I was even presented with this opportunity, when I had the chance to talk to you and to TIFF and to Ellen, the number one thing for me, and I knew the opportunity was there, I knew it was a groundbreaking company and the products and all the promotions were out there for this new direct sales company, but the one thing that really got me was I had a passion. And my passion is clothes. I've had it for, in my life. I was a former model. In my corporate world, I was a district sales manager for a company where I worked with designers to put together outfits and costumes for casinos and hotels and all kinds of companies in Chicago. And for so many years, I have been to so many of these direct sales parties. And I've been asked to join their companies, but it had to be a product that I had a true passion for. And I know that sounds so cliche, but if you don't truly love what you're doing, it's not going to work. You can try to sell it, you can try to, make it your passion, you can develop it, but unless you have that true passion of the product that you're going to be working with 24/7, for me, it had to connect. And so when I had the opportunity to view the website, again, talk to some staff members with Winnie and Kat, I knew that this was going to be it for me. With my experience and professional experience with clothing and style and fabrics and, getting products such as Winnie and Kat, the clothing line, out into the public, this was it. I waited almost 14 years to find that right company. And, when Eric told me about it, I thought, why didn't you give Diane my number immediately?
tell everybody where you're from and also, and then how that happened, like how you heard about us.
Well, I'm Kat from Kansas City, so welcome everyone to the webinar. I'm really excited to talk about why I joined tonight. But my husband Eric and Diane actually knew each other from previous work at conferences that they've done in the past. And Diane, I think you had called Eric at one point about some products and services that he offered to other companies as far as like a huge media package sponsorship that they used to do. Which is no longer a part of Eric's business. But then when he started talking to you about your new business and this new opportunity, he knew right then and there, Diane, when he spoke to you, that this was my cup of tea. This is exactly what I have been looking for and searching for and just never found it. So when Eric presented me about your company, I immediately told Eric, you have got to connect us. I mean, this, as you know, is what I've been looking for. So thanks to Eric, my husband, for finding this opportunity through you and actually sharing it with me, because, you know, as husbands sometimes don't share everything. But the fact that he actually, you know, shared this opportunity with me, and I jumped on it. So it didn't take me very long to decide that this is what I wanted to do.
And I think it was then he replied to a LinkedIn post I had made after we had had a conversation, which was a while ago. And then it just saw that, the LinkedIn post that was tied into the newsletter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
how do you, Kat, when you talk about the opportunity, and how do you kind of pass that on, or how do you think it would be, how do you identify, like you joined the company because of your passion for clothing? Mm-hmm. So how do you find out when someone's interested in the company? How do you find out why they might want to join?
I think it's just what they see when I do trunk shows and present the line, with, you know, whether they come to my home or whether I present at a trunk show. I think they actually, you know, see and feel the passion that I have when I actually present the products. And to me, Diane, that makes a huge difference, because, you know, at that point, the person who's actually presenting the products to you, if they show that and they show the excitement and the passion for the products they're selling, it's not just, you know, here's a product that I'm selling to you, you know, go ahead and buy it. I mean, it's a driven, you know, it's an internal driven passion to say, I believe in this product, so when I present it to other people, they actually see the same thing, and they connect with me on that point.
And then so since you've joined, which hasn't been very long, I think it's maybe 2 months? 2 or 3 months that you joined?
A little over 2 months.
Okay, so in those 2 months, you've started to build your team.
Mm-hmm.
And why do you think, so Natalie's on your team, and I don't think Natalie's here with us right now, and then Natalie added to her team. So why do you think that those women joined?
I think it's just the opportunities that we have, Diane. I think women today are looking for something fresh, something new, something that really hasn't been done as far as new direct sales companies that are coming in. And with your product line, women are looking for simplicity in their wardrobe without having to spend a whole lot of money. And I think Winnie and Kat, well, I know Winnie and Kat actually offers that product. So you can be stylish, you can be comfortable, and walk out that door and feeling confident. And also on the flip side of that, you know, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money to look fabulous when you do that. So I think when I talked to Natalie at the time, I mean, she had some, you know, questions just like we all would. It's a brand new company, which was exciting for her because she was looking for something that was groundbreaking. She was looking for something that was, you know, not invested 10, 15 years. So right now truly is the best time to join. And I think a lot of women see that because we're actually building the culture, you know, out in the field as stylists and building this Winnie and Kat business. And I know the fruition of where it's going to go. I mean, this really is an awesome opportunity for new stylists to join the company.
Yeah, cool. Well, your passion definitely shows, Kat. I appreciate that. And I don't want to put anyone on the spot, but if anyone else would like to, let me rephrase, who else would like to share why they joined the company, or even have a question for Kat while she's here on the call? Anybody? Okay. Well, thank you so much, Kat. Was there anything that you wanted to add?
No, I just want to say to all the stylists, it has been wonderful getting to know each and every one of you, through Facebook, through text messages, through phone calls. And I just think moving forward that the culture of this company, Diane, is just so positive and exciting. And, we're all here supporting one another. We all have our eye on the prize. And it's just refreshing to know that a huge group of women can actually work together and move forward for the betterment of everyone.
Yeah, it's an awesome, awesome group. And thank you so much, Kat. And Lori wanted to share too, so I'm going to thank you, Kat.
Thank
And
you, Diane.
hey, Lori.
Hey, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Wonderful. So,
So, yeah, so share with us.
okay, well, first of all, I'm going to apologize in advance if my dogs start going crazy. Um, I'm here by myself with the dogs, so I can't control them if they go nuts. So yeah, to parrot what Kat was saying, she said it very well. The opportunity is fantastic. Where we are right now with this company is it's just such a ground floor opportunity, and that's what I was looking for. I've been in business for a lot of years, and I was looking for something different, something to add to what I was currently doing, what I still currently do. I have a training development company, and I work that full time. Or that's been my full time life for the past 14 years. And so I was looking for something different, something like Kat that I was passionate about, and I love clothes. And I love shopping. I love wearing clothes different ways. I love just seeing all the fun that you can have with wardrobes. And so I did a search for companies that were new, something that I could get in at this ground floor level, and I found Winnie and Kat and saw how wonderful the clothes were, the travelability, the versatility, the easy care, and how easy the clothes were to wear. So after a few conversations, actually not very many conversations with Diane, I just jumped on board and have not looked back. I see for all of us, our future is so bright with this company. We have a great leader in Diane. We have great support staff in the home office. We have fantastic teamwork, across the company. It doesn't matter whose team you're on. Everybody helps each other. Everybody has got great ideas to share, and that is just something that I've seen that it just really, it melts my heart to see people working together like this. Another reason that I love this company is I've been working for the past 14 years with mostly in a male-dominated area with the type of work that we do, and I was craving some female camaraderie. I was craving the ability to really focus on building relationships with like-minded women, and I most certainly have found that, and I have made the best friends over the last 6 months since I've joined. I found women who are professional and who are just the most kind-hearted people that are passionate about what they're doing and about moving forward. And so, if we all have that passion, and if we all have the desire to succeed, there's no reason that we can't do that. And I'm just so excited to see where we're all going to go from here.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Lori. And one of the things, like with Kat and Lori, is that you haven't looked back. Like Lori said, is just and you both have that enthusiasm. I'm gonna put you back on mute, Lori, to take away the background noise. But thank you so much for sharing. Both of you have so much enthusiasm and that's why your team is growing. And it's like in Winnie and Kat Recruiting University, the week 1 where Deb talks about your features and benefits, and I thought about this subject and why you joined, and I was having a conversation because so many times I hear, well, I would never want to ask my friends, or I'm uncomfortable asking my friends, and I brought that up to the marketing person actually from our financing company, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But she said to me, why? And she said, well, they're doing it, and they found something, the independent stylist found something that they love. So wouldn't you want to tell your friends? Wouldn't you want to share with your friends? So I love that. I love that perspective. And a lot of times it's just kind of reframing and looking at things in a different way. But thinking about like when you have that kind of toolkit of your reasons, your features, and your benefits that you can always pull out and add to different stories. And I'm going to TIFF is on the line, and I'm going to let me find you on here so I can let you. Hey, Tiff.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. So Tiff, what I want to do is I have. Are you visual too, Tiff? Can you see the slides?
I can, yeah.
Okay, so Tiff and I had talked about some of the things from WK Recruiting University, and so some of the main points that we talked about, I wanted to ask you, Tiff, to kind of talk about it with the stylist and share what these points meant, because I think they're great points and different ways to frame things that put them in a different perspective and kind of an easy way to share. So one of the things you talked about, Tiff, was this for booking. So do you mind kind of going over that and what this means?
Not at all. And a lot of times when you do hear that maybe something's too expensive, or you look at their wish list and there's things that they checked off that they didn't get, that's a great opportunity to find your next hostess and to get her really excited about the fact that she can get that sexy maxi dress for free that normally she wouldn't be able to get. Really, no piece in our collection is out of reach with our hostess benefit, especially with the hostess coaching.
Yeah, and then I loved how you said that or how you brought up how Deb said in the recruiting university. So like in the show, you would say something like this, like those of you who love the sexy maxi dress are the ones who'll host the next shows, because most of my hostesses get this for free, right? Like, and that's like the story.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I love that. And the next thing that I loved that you had said was the customer service week. Can you talk about that, Tiff, and what that means?
Yeah, we can do customer service weeks whenever we want, and sometimes it can be intimidating just to call a customer that you haven't spoken to for 9 months. And it's a great way, this customer service week is a great way just to bridge the gap and give them a call and say, hey, this is my customer service week, and I'm just calling to see, first of all, you ask if they have time to chat, and then you say, how are you enjoying your high-low tee that you bought, or your bodycon skirt, and you talk to them about that. And then, have you had any issues with the clothes? And you can talk about that and handle that any way you want. And then you also ask, what do you like best? What's your favorite thing about the clothes? And you can talk about what they love about it. And then you say, hey, did you see that we added the matching tank to go under it, or something that corresponds with it, to talk to her about maybe a potential booking. Now, if she's not interested in a booking and you don't hear any of those clue welcome words that would make you think she wants to book, just talk about her life. How are things going, and just deepen that relationship more. It's really about, we talk about return on relationship a lot, and that's really what this is about, this customer service week.
Yeah, I find so many times when you just kind of talk to someone or call and ask, and they say, hey, I'd love to do another party. Or I had a Pampered Chef party here at the Winnie and Cat home office for lunch about a year ago, and it was a great party. And I have to say, I was an awesome hostess. I wanted to go through the whole experience, and so I called my friends. I invited. I even had people coming who said they weren't going to come. I even had people who I didn't even invite. It was great. It was an awesome party, and we sold over $1,000. And so the consultant was really, it was great. It was a really good party for her, and she was really excited. And it's fun to do it here because we have a lot of Winnie and Cat stylists here. We have the home office, and just to see that, it's good to get out and see other shows, other home parties, and get different ideas and different perspectives. So, but it always just surprises me that consultant has never asked me to do another show. And I kind of would like to. Like, if she had called me, if she does call me, I would do one. It was fun. It's lunch. She made lunch. It was great. I got free stuff. And, I could use some more free kitchen stuff. But I do, it always surprised me that I didn't hear back from her. So I think that I love that. I think the Customer Service Week is a great idea, and just to call and keep up with those relationships.
Absolutely. Well, we always say the number one reason why a woman hosts a show is because someone asked.
I love that. That's so true. That's usually, that's great. This one is from, I interjected for recruiting when we're talking about the financing. And another way to say it, I was discussing with the woman who's in charge of marketing and social media at our financing company, and she suggested trying it a different way and it's similar to when you can say, like, instead of saying start your own Winnie and Cat business, because that can sound kind of intimidating, right? Like, I don't know how to start a business, or instead you want to say something like, I'd love to show you how to be my partner, or I'd love to show you how you can create an extra flow of income, something that's less intimidating than actually starting your own business. And Kat was you're asking how many stylists took advantage. It's on the counter, honey. Sorry, homework night. How many stylists took advantage of the financing? It's interesting because when we first launched the financing, but it was also because of the new Zuma Sunset line had come out. So there's different ways to use it. And one is when you join, and you can also use it for the teacher special for $3.99. You can use it when you join to pay your kit over 60 days, and you can also use it when we bring out new products, like the Zuma Sunset collection was $400. I don't know the exact amount, the number, Kat, but there were quite a few stylists took advantage of that, and there's actually going to be an interview blog post in our next newsletter about it, and we're going to interview one of our stylists, Desi, from here in California, and Desi used it. There's so many different reasons to use it, and just having it as something to not besides stylists using it because of the financial help, some stylists use it because she wants it to be her own thing, and not, maybe not go to her husband or go into the family finances, but just make it something that's your own. And so a way of wording the financing is when somebody's asking you, and because somebody might not want to say, oh, I can't afford it, or they might be afraid that they get declined. And I will tell you that this company is highly motivated to grow. They're backed by Sequoia Capital. We are the first direct sales company who they're working with, and they really want to grow their business. And they usually, it's usually a phone call. If someone gets declined, initially gets declined, pretty much when we call them and say, okay, this is why we think this person would be great, you get approved. So it's been really great. But she had suggested, and I think this sounds really more comfortable, is saying when somebody asks you how much it is, instead of saying, oh, you can get a loan or you can get financing, you can pay it all up front or pay over 60 days. Because the way that it works is you can either pay weekly, 2 monthly payments, or one payment after the 60 days. So just another little tip on sharing, and then we'll have that in our newsletter too about the financing. You can't you can finance $300 or more, but another way you can do it that some of our stylists have used it is the kit, as well as, like, say you get approved for $700 and you might do, even if you're doing the starter kit, you could get the starter kit and then you could finance your 50% off samples. So you can use that extra financing available towards other things and towards samples. So, okay, Tiff, I'm going to go back to you, if you don't mind.
Okay.
You mentioned the cash flow funnel. Can you talk to us? And if you don't know what Winnie and Kat Recruiting University is yet, if you are enrolled, please take advantage. You should be on week 3 by now. And if you are not part of it, if you don't know what it is, email us or call during the day and ask Kyle about it. It's just another resource to help us recruit and build our team. So, Tiff, do you mind sharing about the cash flow funnel?
Not at all. So if you picture a funnel, basically, it's very simple. People come into our Winnie and Kat business typically as strangers, and you need an ongoing stream of strangers coming into your funnel, whether it's the grocery store or networking opportunities or school or anything like that. So they come into your business as a stranger through the wide part of the funnel, and then they come in and maybe they're an attendant at a party. And the tunnel kind of narrows, and they don't really know you yet, so there's not much of a relationship there. So this is where asking questions and finding out about their lives. It's not just about recruiting, it's about helping them develop trust in you. And as the trust deepens, maybe they'll become a customer and they'll make a purchase from you, and now they've gone a little bit deeper into your funnel. Then maybe as they get to know you and they get to trust you and want to invite you into their home for a fun night, she becomes a hostess. And you can see how it kind of goes as the funnel, they go deeper into the funnel, you get closer and the relationship deepens. So then as you're asking your questions and she's seeing how much fun you have, and you can say your watch me tonight and see what I do and that sort of thing. Maybe she might want to become a stylist, and she goes deeper into that cash flow funnel, and eventually she can become a leader through your training and your mentorship. And basically what she says, it's all about having massive leads coming into your funnel and then a massive cash flow coming out, which sounds very appealing to me. Can you hear me still?
We lost you for a second, but you're back.
Okay, I can hear you now. Did you need me to repeat any of that?
Okay, no, that was great.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Tiff. And so please do make sure that you're taking advantage of WKRU. And there's all sorts of different tips that you may not have thought of, or you could use the reminder. So thank you, Tiff, for sharing. And was there anything else that you wanted to share from that?
She also has something on her website which I will find and share with some of the Facebook groups called 43 Ways to Find Strangers. And Deb is a gutsy gal. There's absolutely a reason why she's successful. Diane and I were talking about it. And I don't know if you already added the quote that I told you that Deb said about your comfort zone. But she talks about your comfort zone being a choice. And I absolutely love that, to choose to expand your comfort zone and step out of that little bubble you've created.
Yeah, I love that. I'm using that. That is the quote of the week. I absolutely love that. So thanks, Tiff. I really appreciate your sharing. And then also there's a WKRU Facebook group. Feel free to post comments, questions, what you loved from the sessions, and let's just helps us all to keep growing and keep recruiting. That's where you're gonna make the big bucks. So thank you, Tiff, very much. I appreciate it. And so a few more things. I just wanted to review the May promo and contest. We've got the Teachers and Grads promo, and the starter kit is $50 off. It's only $149, and the Business Builder kit is only $399. That's through the end of the month. And the $300 night out. Now, it still can be won by anyone, and it's still up there. It's a $300 evening or day or whatever you want to do. If you want to do something with your man, if you want to do something with girlfriends, if you want to do something with your kids, if you want to do something by yourself, and we'll help you with our personal concierge service. So we'll help you make reservations and just make a really, really wonderful time that that you will deserve. And so yes, so anyway, and make sure to share that we're doing that too. This is a way, this is a way that we're going to get a lot of attention as well, to share what we're doing, and whoever wins the contest, to share what you're getting from your company, because that's part of the story too, and part of the experience. So still, it is still up in the air, and we do have some amazing accomplishments that we've had. Some great, Kimberlyn closed another huge trunk show, about $1,800 show, and Mary became power seller. And you do get, with the $300 night out, it includes kits under you. Okay, it doesn't include the Stylus sample orders, but it includes kits. So like if you have someone who joins as a business builder, that also counts towards the sales, because I want to also reward, besides retail sales, building and recruiting the team. So we've got a few more days on that, and then I want to go over some business stuff. So a few exciting announcements. Where everybody loves the Chrissy Snow Romper, which we changed the name of it. It was originally going to be the jumpsuit, but I kept on calling it the Chrissy Snow Romper, so we just decided to change it. And that's just been such a great seller, and I love all of the things that you're posting about it. Ellen posted, if you go on Ellen's Facebook, if you haven't seen it, a creative of our romper compared to, I think, is it Young, Fabulous, and Broke, or one of those brands. Theirs was $300. That's when I found the Famous Man suit, was when I was Googling and looking at prices, and it's such good quality, made in LA, beautiful fabric, and just an amazing price. I mean, even like lower end stores were not that much less than our romper. So I'm so happy about that. And it really, like, seeing that creative, we got a lot of excitement, we got a lot of attention. So we're going to do it again. I'm just giving you a little teaser. I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be, but we have our summer photo shoot part 2, and that's tomorrow. So stay tuned for our next summer release. And I've got some news on inventory reorders. The short sleeve faux wrap has been reordered, so that it's the small and medium that are temporarily out of stock at the moment. So those should be in. The ETA is 2 weeks. They usually have come quicker from that manufacturer, so I think that we're great. And the best tank ever is coming back in blue, but what we're going to do is, because we weren't going to reorder the Royal Sparkle, we're going to bring them back in another blue. It's slightly different, and that's going to be the blue that will have that will carry through, that's coming out in the fall as well. So we'll be able to carry through that piece, and we'll give you more information when that comes with the colors. So I'm excited to announce that, and that those are going to be coming back. And if you do, Cheney asked me to mention that if you're ordering previous collection items, and if you're new to the company, then you might not know that previous collection items are often available on the extranet. So if there's something that you loved, if there's something that you know about that you saw, and part of the reason for that is that if you already have it, if you've been a stylist and you've invested in the samples, we have some things you can still sell them. And then another reason is that I totally just lost my train of thought. I can't remember the second reason I was about to say, but that's so funny. But people still want to buy them. They're still there, and people want to buy them. And so, what I was going to say was the reason they're not on the shopping cart is because they're lower in stock. So like we might have, because it was last season's item, we might only have one size or something like that. So that's why Cheney asked me to mention to you that if you are going to go ahead and order something, just make sure with her before you complete the order, before you tell your customer that you can get it for them. Just make sure to double check and make sure that those are in stock. Cheney's, this is really exciting. Cheney next week is going to our software user conference in Florida, and our Our web community designer is going too, and they should be learning. Some of the topics are improving the shopping cart and learning how to use the system better and seeing which functions of our system that we're not, that we could use better, or that we could use other functions that we're not. So I'm really excited about that. And the way that the week is going to go is that we are also moving to an office. Woohoo! So we're going to get go out of the house, which is slightly sad, but not totally. But yeah, really, really exciting. I'm so happy about it. So the way it's going to work is on Monday, Cheney will be in the office Monday, and you want to make sure to close your parties and get your orders in by Sunday anyway, because it's the end of the month. And make sure that you're looking at your compensation plan. Make sure that you're not missing out, and that you're not, nothing feels worse than realizing that you were like $25 away from that promotion. So make sure and if you have any questions, ask your upline, ask TIFF, or ask me about promotion. And so just take a look at the comp plan, see where you are, see if you might get promoted, because you're going to get more money. Is Saturday at the end of the month? You're right, Anastasia. Thank you. Saturday, you're right. That slide is wrong, so I'll change it before I post. But you're right. Get your orders in by Saturday at 11:59. The system is on Eastern time, so you've got to get them in by 8:59 Pacific and 11:59 Eastern, and then so. Cheney will be in the office Monday. She'll be processing and shipping orders. We'll send out orders on Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, Kyle and I, and maybe Tiff, but I haven't talked to you about it yet, are going to do the sweat work. We're going to do a lot of the moving, getting everything organized, so that when Cheney comes back in on Thursday, we're all back up and shipping, and everything is good to go. So Tuesday and Wednesday, we will still be answering phones. But if you might get voicemail. We're not going to ship Tuesday and Wednesday unless it's an absolute emergency. Then let me know. Text me or text TIFF. But if you can hold off those 2 days, so make sure that you get everything in by Saturday in order for that to go into your bonus or commission, and then by Sunday in order to ship on Monday. So thank you, everybody, for your cooperation. I think these things like the user conference and the move are going to really help us to serve everybody better. So very exciting about that. We'll have the same phone number. We still have the same mailing address, so that won't change. And I want to remind you to use the Stylus Forum. We're really working on search engine optimization. A lot of you get those great leads that come in from the home office, and they kind of come in more and more, and part of that is through our search engine optimization. Some of you have found us through Google. So when you use the forum, a lot of the areas of the forum are public. The Stylus chat is private, and that's the best place to post things like if you have any concerns or anything like that, to post them there, not on Facebook. Facebook is public. Everybody sees our Facebook, so we always want to have, share our enthusiasm on Facebook. Not that I don't want to hear anything that's, any issues or anything, but on the forum is a great way to address those kinds of things. And if it's anything like, technical, like how do I order something, how do I do something, the forum is the best way to do that. And also please share your photos and your videos and ideas, trunk show ideas, that kind of thing. Those are public, and those are a great way to get more attention to your business as well. So thank you for that. And I'll leave you with the quote. Love this quote. I think it was Deb's quote. I'm not totally sure. I Googled it to see if she found it from someone else. But your comfort zone, Tiff said yes, it is Deb Bixler's quote. Your comfort zone is your choice. And I've never heard it worded this way before. I always hear your comfort zone worded like it's some like predetermined, like we have this comfort zone, and it's almost like we're just stuck in this, like, oh my gosh, this is my comfort zone. But I love this, because we talk about how our thoughts are our only thing that we can control, and so is your comfort zone. Think about that. Think about your comfort zone. What is your comfort zone, and what do you want it to be? What what are you keeping yourself in, or are you letting yourself live the life that you want and live your dreams? Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. It was great to see you all on the call. The calls are getting more and more joined, and make sure that everyone knows about the calls. For those of you who are leaders, please let your teams know, let your team members know, especially the new team members. Make sure everybody knows about the phone calls. It's important to keep in touch and make sure that you're working with your new team members. Even if they're 2 levels down from you, they might be 3 levels down from you. Work with your downline and make sure that those new team members are in the know and are getting the information. So it's really important, especially during those first 90 days, to get people active and going. So thank you, everybody, for joining. Wonderful week, and let's keep going. So let us know if you need us during the week. If you have any questions, enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll talk to you later.